Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Capricorn. I've already pulled out a couple of cards for you. I have a card from the Return of Spirit Oracle deck and a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. You have these two cards. Let me get talking to you about what I see here. You have completed a very major process here. You've completed a very major cycle in your life. Now, that I'm getting that it's completed because of this cosmic egg. This is the last card in the deck, in the book, and it does kind of talk of, it does symbolize completions. It symbolizes completions and preparing for new cycles and new birth here. Now, you've been going through a lot to get to this point with the shifting card. There's a lot inside you and outside of you that would have been eliminated in this process. And when I say a process, like, I feel like the shifting card represents, I don't know, it could represent months. I think it could even represent years here for some of you that you've been going through. And literally, like, it's coming through like you have completed it. Like, I'm getting like this feeling too, like, because it says cosmic, is there something going on even astrologically that has, like, there's energy that you have sat in, that you have swam through, worked through, and there's a shift. What was that? Did we talk about that not that long ago, where there was no planets in your sign? Like, it was empty. That almost feels as if it's connecting to some degree of purification and stillness before a new beginning. Oh, you hearing all that groaning? My dog. What are you doing, dog? My Lily. That's my dog, Lily. She loves that I'm doing the readings on the couch because we can snuggle the whole time. Okay, now you've come through a lot here. So, okay, this is the underlying for the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle. You have the Panther and you have the Fire Ants. The Panther can be a bit of a Tower moment card, okay? So it's there can be annihilation associated with this, but there's also powerful spiritual protection that comes in with you. It comes in for you with that card. This is getting rid. This is removing things that are unnecessary. Right? The Tower, like removing things that are unnecessary. And then you have the Fire Ant. So the Fire Ant can be bad habits, can be bad people in our life. Well, I say, like, you know, people or habits that are not, you know, part of our highest good. They don't bring out the best in us, is what that can be. There's a strong sense of your underlying that you are leaving certain relationships and people and maybe even places behind, but you're going to be going into new ones here. That's very, very specific too with the cosmic egg. You're going to be going into new situations and relationships. I'm really getting a feeling here that you have had some relationships that have been a little bit intense, maybe combative, definitely negative. And I don't feel like, though, that the cards that I'm looking at for you right now are you too hot in your, wait, let me pull it off. Let me pull it. All right. Okay. She gets hot. She needs to shift back and forth to cool spot. Okay. I don't feel like that these are things that are happening, right? Like, that have just happened. Maybe for some of you it is, but this shifting in cosmic egg indicates to me that you have been shifting away from these energies for quite some time. Like, you've been doing this for quite some time, this shifting work. This is purging things within you. This is purging things outside of you. All these things are interconnected. I'm also getting the impression here, okay, let's say you've lived somewhere Okay, you're living somewhere, and where you live, people behave kind of a certain way. And maybe the certain way that they behave, maybe they can be terribly sarcastic, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but maybe it's like consistently sarcastic, or they can be cold and aloof, and they can maybe be a little bit combative. And, you know, like if you start to add all of those traits and frequencies up, that starts to become a bit of a harsh place. Like, this is a bit what the past looks like to me for you. But it also looks like a place that you're not. I don't think that this is an energy that you're in right now, because it looks like with the shifting card, like those are major changes that you go through. It's not something that just happens in, well, like I do these weekly. That's not something that just happens in a week. This is something that could go on for quite some period of time. Like you could move away. You could move away from those energies, but you may still have connection with some people from that place. I don't know why I'm picking up where you lived. I mean, it could be even where you work or something like that. Could be relatives. You could have moved far away from home. But, you know, it's almost like there's still some bad habits or unhealthy relationships that sort of tag along. And whether you maintain like text messaging with some people that you really don't see anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like there's somehow, it's almost like these things have needed to really be pulled away from you. I'm interested in getting into the tarot here for this one, because with the shifting in the cosmic egg, this major change that you've had going on in your life, it's coming to an end. And so you are literally kind of getting ready to walk into the next cycle here. And it's leaving a lot of this behind. The underline for the Return of Spirit Oracle deck is union, confidence, and commitment. Some of you may have been dealing with people that were really confident in terms of, you know, maintaining a connection with you, maintaining relationships with you. You have maybe even been or were really confident about certain commitments that you had made here. But some of these things have backfired, or something very significant ended up backfiring for you. You're also ending a period here where maybe you were somewhat I don't know, aggressive, maybe aggressive with these two cards. I mean, they're kind of like an aggressive energy, but maybe defensive or ready to fight. That's no. That's right. Like this underline is a no-no. So I'm going to put the underline there. I don't even want to talk about it now that we move forward, but it felt like it was really important to talk about, because it's almost like a final. It's like a final. Like just one last time. We're going to talk about this one last time, and then that's it. You're finished with this energy. You're come to the complete cycle. I'm going to read for you the cosmic egg here. The last card in this deck: completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg is not being activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others, even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness. Its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. Do you see what I mean? Like you have really, yeah, and the shifting, it's like this, the shifting journey. You have completed that. What is it? Cosmic egg in the 7th chakra. Oh, interesting. The crown chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upward towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of a million suns. Jeez. Okay, so let's just think about that, right? I said that it didn't feel like that this was something that, you know, you've just done in the last week or whatever. I feel like I'm looking at the completion of, maybe for some of you, your lifelong journey up to this point. You have been working through activating and cleansing, I'm going to say cleansing and then activating chakras through up your body, energy point centers, and now you are at the top chakra. You are at the crown chakra. And that is the last step here for you in this shift, is your crown chakra. You know, well, let's read. I want to read you the shifting card before I pull the tarot, because it does feel like there's something about this that feels like it's important that, you know, we look at all of this. I want to give you every last little bit of information that is available. Like, I've channeled this, but I want you to understand what this is, how profound this is for you. Our personal and spiritual growth occurs in a series of rhythms and patterns. When we reach a certain level of experience and understanding, life will move into a holding pattern as we master it. Oh, see, I feel like you're in a holding pattern. That's why I was saying that I don't feel like that this is something that is very recent for you. Okay. We come to know what to expect and how things are going to be. And because we humans are creatures of comfort and habit, we usually enjoy hanging out on the plateau where things are familiar and reliable. This card has come to you today because you are either about to enter into, or you are already in one of those great shifts, right? You have the cosmic egg, which is telling me you are ending this. It is a necessary part of your growth and higher learning. You are moving to a new level of consciousness and awareness in order for this to happen. Some of the old ways of life and being must fall away to make room for the new, right? Which is interesting. You are opening up a new level of consciousness and awareness, and that cosmic egg is talking about your crown chakra. You may find yourself changing jobs or careers. Old friends or relationships may drift away as new people enter your life. You may move to a new home or have a sudden change of finances. On an energetic level, your consciousness is opening to the hidden wounds you carry. More than likely, you are feeling very far out of your comfort zone, possibly even experiencing situational depression. This shift is vital and necessary. Remain as calm as you can while the earth shakes under your feet. You will find yourself quite pleased with this new consciousness and way of being once this shift is complete. In the meantime, try to stay open as these changes occur. It may not feel comfortable, but you will come through this as a more evolved and stable person. So that's not to say that everything is like super easy peasy right now. There could be like some sort of mental shifts that you have to work through. And there might be some remnants of things, people, or places here that will come to an end. That, understand, right? It's almost like you're at the last step of a multi-step program that you've been on. All right, so now we go into the tarot and shifting. The Nine of Cups. Wow. It's material happiness. I think it's such a funny name for a card on cups. So the Nine of Cups, it is happiness and dreams. You are shifting your dreams and your emotional, I want to say like your emotional consciousness is also being shifted here. You are shifting towards happiness and abundance. These could materialize in the physical for you as material happiness as well. I think that would make Capricorn happy. Material happiness. The Nine of Cups. The Chariot. Yeah, you know, some of you could move. Some of you could be moving. It does feel like it's emotional moving here. The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady planning. Slow and steady, one foot in front of the other. The material trouble. Material trouble. Okay, what is that? It's always for Capricorn. What is this material trouble? It was the Five of Pentacles. Oh, the Five of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Oh my God. Oh, and the King of Wands. Okay, this is almost like finding your... Okay, I wonder if this is part of the last step. Because this feels like it has something to do with finding yourself at a bit of a stalemate here. And you're not really sure what the best course of action could be for yourself. Now, if you find yourself at some type of a stalemate in a situation that you happen to be in, this King of Wands is like really pushing through and making a big dramatic change. It could be just taking control over a situation for yourself. Taking control over a situation for yourself. Doing what it is that you want to do. I think that's a big part of what this is. Doing what you want to do. You need to do this for yourself. Tell me about the cosmic egg. The Two of Wands. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Cups. Oh, and the Eight of Wands. I want to ask about the Seven of Swords first. I'm feeling a little bit like this is... What is this? Oh, the Queen of Wands. Okay. It feels like compromise. I don't know if you've been working through some sort of compromise here. You have... You do have the King and Queen of Wands. But I feel like in this reading, that has to do with like sort of working with yin and yang energy. You're working with yang energy right now. You're working with yang energy right now. You could start moving into more of a yin. And the yang energy could be associated with some type of long-term practical steps and actions that you have needed to take to get to the point where you are right now. Where's this? Something is going swiftly too, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow pace. And you're moving into swiftness, which is this Eight of Wands. You are, because, okay, the Seven of Swords is called unstable effort. So those noises, my dog Lily is sleeping and she's having a dream. Here we go. She's barking now in her dream. So cute. She's such a darling. So the Seven of Swords is unstable effort and the Eight of Cups is abandoned success. This feels like some sort of effort here that was not placed well. I mean, either recognizing that, it is, no, it's recognizing that. It's not an either. It's recognizing that, and it's taking a new course here. I feel like you're actually going through a bit of a spiritual challenge, and I don't take that like, oh my gosh, and it's no. You're in it right now. It's like part of this cosmic egg is, can you connect with the divine and can you trust your intuition here? Can you connect with the divine and trust with your intuition? Trust your intuition. Because there's something here that you may have been putting your effort into, but it was never stable in the first place. And then you're abandoned success. That's not right. Something might have been, it's almost like building a house on a fault line. It's like, right, like kind of recognizing, oh, I'm building a house on a fault line here. You're not completely finished building the house, or you haven't moved into the house. And there's a small earthquake and you notice like, wow, the massive cracks in the house. What the hell? Or the foundation. And you get an assessment, or I don't know how you would find out if you live on a fault line, but it's, you get an assessment or whatever you do, and you're like, oh, you built this right on a fault line. Like, this is not, it's like, oh, you could build it, but you're going to have to keep patching it constantly. And there's no guarantee that at some point this isn't going to open up and go right into a hole. So, right, you have the Eight of Wands. It's almost like making a really quick decision. Like, okay, you know what? This isn't stable. I need to make a change right now. It's like, okay, let's just stop building this foundation, and I got to find a better place to build it. The Eight of Wands. The King of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Well, I want to say it's you. It's the Devil. The Devil. Okay, I got to pull it out. It doesn't feel bad, but let me pull cards out for it. I feel like it's a commitment. It's a really deep emotional commitment here. The Devil. The Strength. Great strength. The Nine of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Sun. There we go. Are you doing one last inner demon fight here? I feel like you're doing like one last inner demon fight here, Capricorn. You are so close to making a really, a last step in what looks like a very multi-step healing process here. Wow. Yeah. This is like the last step in a very long process that you have been working through in your healing. This Devil looks a bit like inner demons here, like fighting some sort of inner demon, having a lot of patience with yourself, with the circumstances, but it takes you to the Sun. This is worth pushing through. This is really, really worth pushing through, Capricorn. Magician. Yeah, Magician, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles. You might have manifested two possibilities and choices here for yourself. Or you may have manifested a new beginning while you were still dealing with another situation in your life. I'm going to go do your extended, Capricorn. In the extended, I'm going to ask what is most useful to you in this final stage and shift that you are going through. There is a link in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Cappuccinos. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.